those days where everything's going perfectly, but it's just a little too perfect. You could even say it's suspiciously perfect. Well, I had one of those days one time, and I want to say it was about 2 years ago. Pretty sure it was my sophomore year in high school, and it was during spring break. It was actually the last day of spring break, I'm pretty sure, right before we come back to school. And I was hanging out with my older brother and my stepbrother, who just recently came to America from Cuba. And you know, we wanted him to experience what it's like here in America. And we were thinking of things to do, and we settled on just going biking a little bit at the park. We were at Iroquois Park. It's a nice little park. It's not too big. It's like a mountain. Once you get to the top, you get a nice view. You can see downtown from the top of the park. It's really nice. So we go there. We get to the top. You know, we have a fun time. And on the way back from the top of the hill, it was just really quiet. I just felt like something was off. And we decided to just go back. You know, we were bored. And on the way back, it was quiet. It was really quiet. Nobody really said anything. And I don't know why. So I had my headphones with me. So I put my headphones on. I started listening to music. And I was actually listening to Ice Cube's Today Was a Good Day. I know, right? What a coincidence that this is the song that I'm listening to on a day that turned out to be not such a good day. So we're going down the hill, and we're going on the road. You know, cars can actually go up this road. And we were going down the hill, and I wasn't paying attention. And while I was going around the curve, here came another car. Well, not another car, I was in a bike, but here comes a car. And it wasn't going fast, but I was going pretty fast on the bike, and I didn't see the car. And the car just hit me. And it was crazy. It just happened so fast. Like, I mean, when I say I got hit by the car, I don't want to over exaggerate it. It's not like in the movies where I flipped all over the car or the car literally ran me over. It was just like I hit the bumper of the car and fell onto the street. But, you know, when I get up, I feel blood in my mouth, and my chin was busted, and my wrists was hurting. And I have my older brother with me, so obviously the first thing I'm gonna do is call him over. I'm like, hey, come here, my wrist hurts. At this moment, I knew my brother should never be a doctor in his life. He said, can you move it? I tried to move it, I was like, yeah, a little bit. And he said, oh, you're fine. You just probably like hurt it, bruised it up. And I was like, oh, okay, you're right, it can't be that bad. But, so, you know, we started walking down. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, the most messed up part was the car, once it hit me, the dude did not come out nobody said anything. The car just drove away. It was a hit and run. Isn't that hilarious? Like, I chipped my tooth. Can you just imagine if my tooth was stuck on the car's bumper? That would have been hilarious. But either way, we started walking down the hill, and my chipped tooth is bleeding, my chin is bleeding, and my wrist just starts hurting more, and I know something's not right. I look at it, and there's a huge like bump, and I knew something was broken. And it was just embarrassing, because there's people walking up the hill while we're going down, and it's just, I'm bleeding. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying, I was in pain. It was just a weird coincidence. I was listening to Today Was a Good Day. That's so ironic. Well, we get into my brother's car and we start driving to the hospital. Because obviously, it's not okay. I almost throw up in his car. Once we get to the hospital, they tell me that it's broken. That was such a horrible day. And then when I get to school, I have this friend, his name is Charles. When I get to school, he just laughs. He just laughs and he brings it up every once in a while. He's like, "You look so miserable." Thinking back on it, it's pretty funny, but it's just such a weird, ironic coincidence. And I think that made me mad was my mom. She would be like, "Yeah, I'll take you to the dentist to get that chipped tooth fixed." And I kid you not, a year went by before I got it fixed. There was the whole year at school where I did not get any hoes. Just, who wants to talk to a guy with a messed up tooth? But I got it fixed eventually, and my self-esteem went back up. It's funny how fast a day can change from good to bad. Like, thinking back on it is funny. But if it would have been any faster, I could have died. That's crazy.